Like and subscribe and click the bell icon to get new video updates.
Russia-Ukraine war. What we know on day 42 of the Russian invasion: the US unveiled sanctions targeting Russian banks and elites, and including a ban on any American from investing in Russia, as well as sanctions on Vladimir Putin's adult daughters. The UK also announced fresh sanctions, including collaborating with the US on asset freezes against Russian banks and banning all new outward investment to Russia. In the morning, the EU also announced a wide-ranging package of sanctions, including import bans on coal and transaction bans on banks. Hungary's Viktor Orbán gave a press conference in which he said he had offered to broker talks with Putin aimed at leading towards a ceasefire, while stopping short of agreeing to extend EU sanctions against Russia's oil and gas shipments. Russia's military has now shifted its focus to the east of Ukraine, with authorities in Luhansk and Donetsk warning that civilians should leave as quickly as possible. There were reports of burning buildings in Luhansk after Russian shelling, with casualties unknown, while 5 were killed in Donetsk, according to the governor. Ukrainian railways reported rocket fire on a railway station in the east of the country, which resulted in casualties, though gave no further detail on the location or number of victims. Kyiv reported 89 deaths since the start of the conflict. Volodymyr Zelenskiy, the Ukrainian president, gave an impassioned speech to Ireland's parliament, in which he urged the country to pile extra pressure on EU nations to introduce tougher sanctions, accusing European countries of worrying excessively about the economic consequences. Western officials said Russia's retreat from around Kyiv and the northeast of the country was now largely complete, and that it would take at least a week before reconstituted units could move to Donbas. Russia's invasion of Ukraine has abruptly transformed the world. Millions have already fled. A new Iron Curtain is grinding into place. An economic war deepens as the military conflict escalates and civilian casualties rise. It's our job at The Guardian to decipher a rapidly changing landscape, particularly when it involves a mounting refugee crisis and the risk of unthinkable escalation. Our correspondents are on the ground in Ukraine and throughout the globe, delivering round-the-clock reporting and analysis during this perilous situation. We know there is no substitute for being there, and we'll stay on the ground, as we did during the 1917 Russian Revolution, the Ukrainian famine of the 1930s, the collapse of the Soviet Union in 1991 and the first Russo Ukrainian conflict in 2014. We have an illustrious, 200-year history of reporting throughout Europe in times of upheaval, peace and everything in between. We won't let up now. Tens of millions have placed their trust in The Guardian's fearless journalism since we started publishing 200 years ago, turning to us in moments of crisis, uncertainty, solidarity and hope. We'd like to invite you to join more than 1.5 million supporters from 180 countries who now power us financially, keeping us open to all, and fiercely independent. Unlike many others, The Guardian has no shareholders and no billionaire owner. Just the determination and passion to deliver high-impact global reporting, always free from commercial or political influence. Reporting like this is vital to establish the facts, who is lying and who is telling the truth. And we provide all this for free, for everyone to read. We do this because we believe in information equality. Greater numbers of people can keep track of the global events shaping our world, understand their impact on people and communities, and become inspired to take meaningful action. Millions can benefit from open access to quality, truthful news, regardless of their ability to pay for it. If there were ever a time to join us, it is now. Every contribution, however big or small, powers our journalism and sustains our future. Support The Guardian from as little as $1, it only takes a minute. Thank you.